Nice to leave on the street, eh? Who gives a shit? Literally. Guys, welcome. Today we are in Fenton. This is the only sign I could find, which just happens to be next to a busy main road. But yeah, this is where we're starting today. So I've driven here just to find this sign for you, and then we're going to venture into what is Fenton and have a look around, okay? Guys, for those eagle eyes amongst you who know the local area, I am technically in Longton now, but I wanted to show you something that I think is really important, quite frankly, and that is the state of our roads. So I'm going to try and not get killed here while doing this, flip the camera around and just basically show you what is along this road which leads into Fenton. Of course, it's the busiest time of the day right now. I would like to go in the road and show you how deep some of these are, but that is not going to be the case. Of course, we have to have a van reversing in right now. I can quickly go over here and show you this while we're here. Look at the state of that. Absolutely terrible. All down this road, look. My council tax has gone up this year, and this is what we've got. Look at this. Shocking. So yeah, guys, this is basically what we're up against. My council tax has gone up by about 10-15 quid a year, I think, so far, and as you can see, that is what it's paying for. Absolutely hideous roads. Trying not to get run over again. Here we go. But yeah, I thought that's a good place to start, guys. We are literally between Longton and Fenton right now, and that is the first thing you notice about the local area. Fantastic. Guys, welcome to Fenton. I've got my road whinging out of the way, and I'm now where I am in Fenton, and of course there's a lady turning in. Just to start, I am by what you would call Longton train station. So for me, this is where Fenton and Longton split, and this long road that we're going to walk down is basically Fenton. Here we will see Longton train station in the background, but for me, this is where Fenton starts. I may be wrong on that, guys, and I'm sure somebody will correct me in the comments, but this is it for me, okay? As you can see, we're straight into our first disused business. Pretty bleak. And of course, across the road we have more. You might struggle to see or hear me properly down here, guys. It is going to be pretty noisy down this road. For me, and I might have to take the time to show you this on the map, Fenton is a long straight road of several miles, really, with lots of back streets, side alleys, housing estates. It's not just this road. And we could never cover it in one video, to be honest, but we'll get the basic bits out of the way today and we'll go from there. Hey mate, alright. Another disused business over here. The Gloss House Cafe and Bar. Good old Potteries. So if you start looking here, really, apart from those two businesses we've seen, this actually looks fairly promising for Fenton. New businesses, public transport there, the bus just picking that gentleman up. We've got a couple of gyms and dancing hubs over there. This building has been here for a long time. I really need to cross over and try and show you this from the other side. Just try and not get killed while doing it. So yeah, this building has been here the entire time that I've been driving through, but it's now up for sale, so they must have done some renovation to it. And unfortunately, by the side here, you have what can only be described as a long derelict old industrial building. train tracks through there, which takes you towards McDonald's and Tesco's. But yeah, as you can see over here, this building has seen better days. Try and cross over again. So there we have it. As you can see, all heavily boarded up. Once would have been a thriving factory. Number plates made here and radiators. I don't know if that's like a little back garage down there, maybe, I don't know. So again, guys, apologies about the noise. We are going to be basically alongside the main road for most of this video. And on the other side, we have a rather expensive car garage. Porsches up for sale, Fords, caravans, caravannettes. Don Burr, it's been here for generations, I believe. Longton Test Centre. A friend of mine's company, Lavish Limos. Big shout out to them. They do great day trips. If you're ever looking to hire a limo for a wedding or any special occasion, shut down businesses, but there are some still operating in these little units. Range Rover services. We all know Range Rovers don't break down, don't we, guys? They never break down. Right, so over here on the left, what we had is basically a plot of land that has been left empty for a long, long time. I basically call this now Amazon land, because this is where all the Amazon drivers seem to park for the local area. Everyone will turn up here before their shifts, park their cars, take out the vans and complete their rounds for what you see the local area wise and parcel delivery. Basically, very big site. You can imagine how busy this gets. And directly behind we have this building that since I've been up here, say 15 years, has been in exactly the same state. It hasn't changed. It's looked dilapidated, burnt out, falling down, whatever the words you want to use to describe this building, it has been and still is. And nothing has changed. At least a decade this building has looked like this. I have no idea why or what we can change it, but that is how it is to this day. We'll have a little look around quickly. Okay, let's try and cross the street again, give you a better view. This is Golden Hill Road, for those of you who don't know. But in all the time I've lived here, this is how this has looked. It hasn't changed at all. They've made no effort with it. I don't know who owns it. It's Wednesday today, guys. We are on 20 past 12 and it feels like rush hour on the M25. I won't lie. Right, again, this building across here, same situation. Nothing has ever changed with this since I've been here. I don't know why, again, I don't know who owns it. As you can see, it is a dumping ground for people to get rid of things that they can't take to the skip without being charged. So what happens? This happens. People just dump their crap right in the middle of public areas like this, and then the council have to deal with it. I mean, just look at this, guys. It's absolutely terrible. This hasn't happened overnight, has it? Let's be honest. But I bet when we venture here in a few weeks' time, few months' time, it'll be exactly the same. Absolutely disgusting. Closed business, of course. Look at this. Different angle. Absolutely disgusting. But this hasn't happened in a few days, has it, guys? This hasn't just occurred, guys. This has obviously been here for a long time and nothing is getting done about it, which is truly shocking. Up here, however, was the primary school that my children used to go to, Claridge Cliff. Actually quite a nice area. Nice people, traditional terrace housing. We won't be venturing that far today. We'll just stay in the close roads that we are here and we'll just have a little walk down here and see what else is about. But yeah, as you can see, not the best start for Fenton, is it? We're going to walk past, I think there's some window cleaners down here or some roofers, see if they've got anything to say, and move on basically, see what else we can find. Must be bin day. Bin day. Right, dude. What do you guys think of Fenton? Yeah.
Don't live round here.
You don't live round. I don't blame you.
No, yeah, no,
what do you think so far?
I don't know. It works all right round here. We've got plenty of it.
I bet you have. Yeah. Have you seen down there the amount of shit that was around? Just fucking thousands of bottles of beer and shit. You got plenty of work though. What are you doing, roofing or cleaning? And...
Pretty much roofing. Well, we do everything house maintenance wise, like yeah.
Yeah. But you don't live around here at all?
No.
See, I've lived about 5 miles over for several years, but I've never been to some of these streets, and I'm like, wow, it's crap. But what can you do? Wow.
Well, it's funny if you say that, because I was on like the telly this morning, and they were on about they've got to build all these hundreds of thousands of houses before 2029.
Where?
Just like, exactly where? Well, I've come from the countryside, like over Nantwich way.
Oh, yeah, nice.
A majority of it over there was greenbelt land.
Yeah.
And that was never to be passed for planning.
Let me guess.
And I'm not joking, mate. I drive through the old villages that I used to live in and stuff, and there's houses everywhere, and you're like, how has that got passed?
Yeah, I know.
It was greenbelt.
And suddenly,
someone's, they're getting backhanders. All right, they've got to build houses.
Yeah, of course they are.
But
yeah, of course.
When are they building houses that people can actually afford?
Yeah, very true, mate. Very true.
I'm
glad you've got work though, bro. That's good.
Well, to be honest, we work with a lot of estate agents.
Oh, that helps, doesn't it? Yeah, of course.
So, you're pretty much guaranteed work.
Well, hopefully they've got some of those sites that have just been built, right? But this is pretty much the normal terrace street, isn't it? It doesn't look too bad, and then you see some of them.
It's more the back alleyways.
Yeah, exactly. The back alleys are just shocking, aren't they? I'm going to venture down some of those.
This is clean compared to somewhere we go.
I mean, we've still got Christmas decorations on this one, look. Bless them. At least they're celebrating it, that's all right.
You've got more cameras than you, mate.
I'll be up at it. Thanks for talking to you, mate. See you later. See you later, mate. Take care.
See you, mate. Have a good day.
And you, bro. That's good to hear. Someone's got plenty of work. That's what we want. We want people to be in work, and I agree with the housing situation, though. That's a bit bizarre. Greenbelt land should be greenbelt land at the end of the day, shouldn't it? That was what it was years ago. It was land that you couldn't be built on, right? Guess what? Suddenly, planning applications are getting approved everywhere, and housing estates are coming up wherever, And like the gentleman has rightly said, that can't be convenient. Everyone thinks that something dodgy goes on with these situations. We'll have to venture to these streets some other time, guys. But for now, I happen to know that just down here on the left is basically a car garage. There's about 3 or 4 car garages down this road. I mean, when you look at the road itself, you'll be like, why? But I suppose now with the internet and stuff, you don't need to have massive expensive sites. It's probably fairly cheap down here to have a place, and they do a lot of online sales, I would guess. But here we are. King Street Motor Company. This has been here since I moved here as well, guys. So it must be a reputable garage. working barber over here. The Potter public house in the distance. Big shout out to, well, Jack did run the place. He's not anymore. I think he's left to do something else. To Steve-O and co. Lovely bunch of lads. So we've got some little businesses here, guys. A barber shop, some oat cakes. All good places in Stoke have oat cakes. Let Foley oat cakes. Lin Chinese, we've ordered from there before. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm quite glad we got to talk to someone, really. I wasn't expecting to talk to anyone today because of the location of this, really. You're literally going to get people waiting at bus stops like here and walking down the street just to school and things like that, work. Not really time to stop. It's more of a commuting zone, really. I don't see people having a chat around here much when you drive past, you know, so it was nice to quickly talk to him. Could have stayed a bit longer, but I know he's got work to do and things like that. For those of you who know where I am or are local to Stoke, I find this garage here to be the cheapest for diesel, generally. That one or Vicky Road, guys, which I'm sure most of you will know. Again, we've got another vacant building over here. Huge building. Bit of a sad state of affairs. We've got a few businesses down here. Industrial estate there. For the most part, guys, this is one long stretch of road that basically will take you to Hanley, Newcastle, Stoke, like a thoroughfare, really. Just behind me over here we have Fun Factory. I used to take my children there when they were like 4. That was a very long time ago, of course, but it's still going. That's good news. Right, so we are now walking down the street that I mentioned in a previous video when I was carrying around my more heavy equipment and doing my journalism type photography work that I was mugged in, basically. Group of 4 lads, one held a knife, or what I thought was a knife behind his back. He made out like he had one. Obviously not the best situation to be in. I lost my camera, the police got it back for me, but that was down this road. Oldfield Street it's called, which I will show you in a second. And I was told they own this street, the people. And they owned all the houses apparently, and we weren't allowed to venture down there or take pictures. But that's where we are today. Here we go. It's just a long street of terrace housing. There we go. Oldfield Street. But yeah, these are the kinds of housing streets you get in Fenton for the back streets. Traditional mining houses, I would say they are. But yeah, pretty peaceful today. I think there's 3 or 4 industrial estates around here, guys. So you probably can't see because of the field of view, but there was a pickup wagon that just went down there high up, and they'll obviously be going pottering about the potteries, delivering bits and bobs and stuff. I did see a guy with roofers the other side of this roof somewhere. I don't know where they've gone now. That guy was from Nantwich. That was interesting. Obviously travelling here to get work, and there's, like you said, there's plenty of it, which is great news. You know, probably works for himself, and looked like it may have been his son with him. Okay, so just down here, more industrial. To let over there, for sale. So there are property down here, guys. I'm not sure what the pricing of them will be. A lot of broken glass here. Oh dear, burnt out bin. Some sort of fire by the looks of it. A ring doorbell, that appears to still be working, look. It's quite amazing, isn't it? Hey? Wouldn't have thought that'd still be working. I want to go and have a look at one of these little back alleys, really. All down these roads and estates through Fenton and all the other areas, you can see there are alleyways that connect everything, like this one here actually, and you'll see there's a little building just over here in the back, and there is loads of tyres on that roof. I'm not sure that's how you store tyres, but apparently around here it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, so these are the back alleys here. And if you go straight across, brings you out to another. I will say, for some of the back alleys that you do see in Stoke-on-Trent, this is quite good. Let me get through. No, this one's locked. The other side isn't there. So yeah, these alleyways, they all connect the local housing estates together, and they're like a place to put your bins out and things. I presume the dustmen may come and get those. It would be something you'd have to put to me in the comments. I presume that's how it works. Although the bins are outside the front here, so maybe I'm wrong on that. Another house to let just behind me. It really is an interesting road, to be honest, guys, and this is not the only one. There's lots of these. Lots of these. This all looks like it's closed and not open for business, but who knows? Alpha Omega Securities, 24-hour surveillance, camera and patrol, beware of dog patrol. Interesting. Darbar unique sensor. I'm not sure what that is. I'm guessing it's some sort of a religious place, maybe. Cool. This is roughly where I got surrounded last time, guys. Literally walking down this road, and suddenly I was surrounded by four, I can only describe them as Asian gentlemen. What are you doing in our road, and so forth. Tent. So I don't know if there's some sort of wedding going on or something like that. Some sort of celebration of some kind, I would guess. Maybe a birthday, who knows. I can hear someone sawing in one of these houses. This one. Doing some DIY or fixing up a house, I guess. So far, as you can see, there's not loads going on in Fenton. This is pretty much your traditional terrace housing street. I presume back in the mining days, this would have been standard home for most people. And pretty cool. Things have changed a bit. Hey, you right? So this is the end of Oldfield Street. We've got what looks like a load of caravans over here. This is interesting. Yeah, wow. That's cool. Here we go. Caravans. Doing some burning of stuff. Not sure what that is. Right here by Oldfield Street. Cool. Could it be some sort of scrapyard, maybe? Possibly. So over here is the gate that we saw that was open. In one of the tidiest back streets I've ever seen in Stoke, if I'm honest. Pretty cool. We better go check this building out. This will be an interesting one for you guys. Maybe somebody in the comments can shed some light on this one over here. This little unit on the corner used to be, I believe, a vape shop. Twice in several months, a car ploughed straight into that corner. You can make whatever you will of that, but it was very convenient that a car had just driven off this road straight into the building twice in several months. But that's what happened. Was it for insurance, guys, or was it an accident? Who knows? We'll never know. But no shop has opened up again there since, put it that way. Food and wine shop. All disused buildings, all bin bagged up, which is interesting, guys. Curtains closed in all of these. These are not daytime people, that is for sure. Just across from another car garage. Flowers in that window, that's a nice change. So guys, 95% of the housing that we've walked past down here is, or appears to be, houses with the curtains closed and stuff. And we are on 1:15 nearly now, on a Wednesday afternoon. Maybe they'll work nights, who knows? None of my business, to be honest. Would I keep my curtains closed? Maybe. Some more disused businesses here. And over here is Fast Lane Karting. Very good place to come. I said I'd talk about the good of Stoke as well. Things like that give you plenty to do around Stoke-on-Trent, you know. And I will do a tour of places and things you can do eventually in Stoke in a different video. We've got a few more businesses down here. But for the last part, or the long part of this road, that's what you get. Terrace housing, closed down businesses, a few little shops here and there. That pretty much sums up Fenton. A bit like I say in some of the other videos, it's not somewhere you particularly go, it's somewhere you travel through. And especially this road, it's really busy all day, to be honest. For Downty King, you have any new tattoo, guys? I think they've been here for quite a long time. And across the road you have Plaza, which is the snooker and pool studio. Hopefully this guy will turn and I can cross. Thank you. A to Z Motor Spares. And then what I would say up here, you've got a bed warehouse, which aesthetically has seen better days, but it has been there for the entire time that I've been in Stoke, so that obviously does pretty well. So is A to Z. But across the road you've got a Premier and plenty of takeaways basically, which of course we know we don't have no shortage of in Stoke-on-Trent, despite whatever area we're in. I presume some of these businesses are all open at night. And here we have JD Gyms, which of course is pretty much everywhere now. They've recently moved to 24/7, so you can go there at 3 AM for your workout if you want to. But all in all, this is pretty much the road that I would class as Fenton. Now there are many, many back streets to Fenton, many dark alleys that you wouldn't want to venture in at night, and many places basically just housing. I wouldn't even say there were shops there, so there's not really much to go there for. It is literally just residential. But this is the main part of Fenton that we've walked through today. I think in another video we'll go down the back streets and we'll look around a bit more. We'll find some of those old cobbled streets that we have famously in Stoke-on-Trent, and we'll look through those. But for now, I think that'll do for this video, guys. That's Fenton. I think we're on to Newcastle next, which should be a really nice positive video, guys. All right, so I'll see you in the next one. Guys, walking through the back streets, which was basically down there, I may have missed a large portion of what is Fenton and one of the largest parts of disused buildings, which is just here. You can see this whole street is vacant. That again has been the case the entire time I've been here. It hasn't progressed, unfortunately. This barbershop though has been here too, and it's very good. We like this barbershop, thumbs up for that. But as you can see across the street, we have this, which isn't the best. So I just wanted to get that on the video. Some more here, just so you can see one of the biggest parts of Fenton. Literally hasn't changed in years. Maybe I can get my drone through that window at some point and we can have a little venture around with the drone, eh? But the only thing you've got down here apart from that is an off license, which people go to. But yeah, the last part of it, all disused, guys.